everybody, I'm Nick, and in this video I'm going to introduce you to the very first feature we're getting in C# 15. Now, it may change, the way it looks might be a bit different when it comes out, but fundamentally it will be coming and it will look something like this, and it kind of fixes a previous issue of a feature that was added in C# 12 called collection expressions. Hence why this feature is called collection expression arguments. Let's sort of understand the issue and what we're trying to fix here. Let's say I have a list of numbers over here, a list of integers. And then maybe I'm going to add another one. Let's say I'm going to have, what is AI suggesting? Squared numbers. So I have two lists. This is also a list of integer. Now, if you wanted to sort of build a list out of this list, you can use collection expressions to do something really, really cool. You can say all numbers, and let's see if AI will suggest it. It won't. It actually says concat and toList. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to say dot numbers and dot squares. This will go ahead and basically concatenate both of these collections. Now, here's the thing with lists. You might know the size of the list you're creating, but because the list as a concept is dynamic, like you can add and remove things and it will be resized because lists are backed by arrays and arrays have fixed sizes, so they need to be resized dynamically. Well, you're in a bit of a weird performance situation where if you know that this will have 10 items, you will want it to say list int all items, and you would create a list with a given size, let's say 10, and then you would go ahead and add squared numbers and odd numbers. Now, this is a bit tricky in this situation because, well, first you can have more numbers here, so you can just add a random number in front of this. But on top of that, if you then wanted to use this very nice syntax to concatenate both of them, well, you can't, because if you do want to use that argument from that collection, you can do it in the collection expression. That's why C# 15 introduces a brand new feature called collection expression arguments that fixes that. And it goes something like this. Now, again, the syntax might change. We don't know if it's going to be exactly how it's going to be when it is out, but based on the discussion Microsoft is having right now, it will look like this. First, you say args, so the arguments to the constructor of the class you're trying to initialize, so in this case, a list. So what do you do in a list if you need to specify the size? You pass the capacity, which is this first value. If you say capacity, that's the value you're passing down here. So you're going to be doing the exact same thing here. You will be saying args or arguments, and then you would say the name parameter, capacity, 10. Now, I don't know exactly how I feel about this syntax, because yes, it sort of makes sense, but then if you again don't know, is it extremely obvious that this is going to be the capacity of whatever you're initializing? Would it make more sense to potentially somehow have it outside? But if you do that, is that then less clean and less readable? But then if you make it an item, is this less readable? I am not quite sure. I like the idea because imagine, for example, you have a hash set of, I don't know, names, and you want to say unique names, whatever the AI is suggesting, Alice, Bob, and if you had Alice here, now, are those inherently the same? They are not. These would create a separate hash, so there wouldn't be the same value in the hash set. But if you say you want a hash set and the case is insensitive, what you would do in old C# is you would pass down, as AI suggesting, the string comparer. So you would say string comparer is ordinal ignore case, and then in that case, Alice and Bob and all of that would actually be unique. But you can't do it with collection expressions. Like, this would still be valid if I just go and remove all that, then of course the compiler will be happy, but then I'm losing that point I showed. So you could just go ahead and say args, and then you would pass the comparer, and then you would have the comparer in here. Now, is this cleaner? Is it not? I don't quite know. I like where they're heading with this, but I would really, really love you to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about this. And because Microsoft is watching those videos, if you have a better suggestion, then please leave it in the comments down below and let the team know what might make more sense. I'm not quite sure. I like where this is going. It's pretty cool that they're expanding on this because C# has several features added in the past 4 versions, that feel a bit incomplete in some cases. So having this implemented would really simplify things in terms of flexibility, but the syntax has to also make sense. I'm on the fence on this. I like it as a feature. Please leave a comment down below and do let me know. Now, before I leave you, I'd like to let you know that we just released a brand new course on dotnet called Hands-on PostgreSQL. Don't worry, it's completely free. You can go and enroll, and what you'll get is something like this. You have basically a code editor in your browser. You can go ahead and learn Postgres on the website without having to install Docker containers and stuff. You have tables directly on the browser. You can write your code. You have IntelliSense highlighting. You have everything. And you can learn Postgres in 17 hours and 170 plus lessons. And I really want to see you in the leaderboard, because now we have a public leaderboard where you can go ahead and compete with other people to extend your streak, get XP by solving exercise and watching lessons. So as you can see, it's real time as well. So people are enjoying that course. I really want to see you enjoying too. Link in the description. Well, that's all I had for you for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, keep coding.